Hello and welcome everyone to the Commodity Report for the 14th through to the 15th of March 2023, presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. Right now we have gold prices, they've surged back above 1,900 US dollars per ounce, over a 1,000-point move in the last week, or a $100 breakout just since Friday. Silver prices, they've surged more than 11% since Friday. Palladium prices, they're up 12% in the last week, and platinum prices, they are up 9%. And you've still got ahead PPI data on Wednesday. We also have the European Central Bank announcement on Thursday, quad witching on Friday, and next week the FOMC statement, providing you with back-to-back opportunities to trade these macro-driven environment that we are currently in right now. So alongside that, we have also seen energy prices break back down towards their swing lows, giving you again massive opportunities to buy at much lower prices. As we discussed with you previously, we like Brent crude oil from 80 down towards $75 per barrel, and WTI crude oil from 75 down to $70 per barrel. There's been multiple opportunities to trade these ranges over the months of January, February through to March so far, giving you massive opportunities to trade the 1,000-point ranges that we're moving in right now with the energies. Now, just bringing it back to the metals for a moment, as we discussed with you last week, we like silver at $20 per ounce or lower. Since then, we've seen silver prices, they've broken out to $22 per ounce. Again, over a 10% move just since Friday. Now, of course, these explosive moves that we've seen on commodities, most notably the metals, in the last week goes back to our point. Right now, we're in a very heavily macro-driven environment and providing massive opportunities to benefit from this volatility that we're seeing at the moment. Again, many commodities, they're moving double digits in less than a week. We've seen that across the board with silver, platinum, palladium, all breaking out more than double digits just since Friday. Massive gains and opportunities to capitalize very quickly, scale out of a windfall amount of profit, and then rinse and repeat the whole process. We were doing exactly the same last week with WTI crude oil, banking above $80 per barrel for 650 points per position. So again, for every one lot traded, that's $6,500. For every 10 lots traded, that's $65,000. And then very simply, after banking at the highs, reload again back at the swing lows, which are being retested right now. So again, this gives you opportunities to rinse and repeat. Same on the metals right now. We're starting to scale out of our profits here on silver, which has broken out over 10% in a week. We've now got palladium at levels where we're interested to start to scale out of some of our lower entries, because we've had over 12% breakout in the last week here. And of course, we have more news events between now and the end of the week that will provide further opportunity to scale out on large volumes. So these large breakouts that we're seeing at the moment across the metals in particular, they give you that opportunity to scale out, especially where we're seeing impulse moves on many metals, silver, platinum, and palladium at the moment. Now, what we've observed since last week is many traders actually got caught on the wrong side of gold, shorting actually into the lead up to non-farm payroll, and afterwards expecting to see that normal correction that we've seen so often over the course of the last couple of months for the metals. However, off the back of the current banking crisis that we've seen in the USA, we've seen gold fulfill its role as a safe haven and absolutely exploded to the upside, with the gap high that we saw at the start of the week breaking back above the 1900s. And in fact, we're still holding on to that level at the moment, back above the 1900 zone. So again, it's so important to understand where we are at within the cycles in the market, understand the macroeconomics, and of course, understanding the expectations of the Fed as well. So after all of the additional support that has been provided by the Federal Reserve over the course of the weekend, the emergency response to the banking crisis in the USA and subsequent bank run that we were starting to see emerge at the beginning of the week, the chances of the Fed hiking their rates next week on the FOMC statement has diminished significantly. And again, this has been a further driver of the explosive move higher that we've seen across the precious metals over the last few days. And it's a massive opportunity for you to capitalize on double-digit moves just within the last few days. Again, commodities, they're providing these double-digit gains within very short periods. We've seen it throughout 2023. The week before that, we had natural gas breaking out 20% within a week. The week before that, we had platinum prices. They broke out 9% within a single week. And alongside that, we've now started to see that play out just this week, of course, on silver and also palladium as well. And gold, of course, had a $100 move to the upside just since Friday. So again, commodities are providing you a fantastic opportunity here to capitalize on the current macro-driven volatility and opportunities that we're seeing day to day in these current markets. If you're not making money in these markets right now, you absolutely should be. There's been back-to-back opportunities to capitalize on commodities here, just huge explosive moves that we've telegraphed to you throughout our commodity reports and our week ahead commodity report as well. This is where you want to ditch those outdated technical analysis strategies and gimmicky technical indicators and use, of course, a professional research-driven approach to the market. If you want to earn more, you have to learn more. This is where you want to be utilizing data, statistics, market intelligence. Further align that with the key areas of liquidity, the zones where you want to be accumulating, and of course the zones where you want to be exiting and banking your profits. Alongside that, you want to utilize the fundamentals, the macroeconomics, the geopolitics, the capital flows in the market. Very important, especially for this week. As you mentioned to you previously, it's quad witching week. Expect that downside pressure on the energies, which will give you opportunities to buy at much lower prices. That's exactly what we're seeing at the moment with a retest back down towards the swing lows, and then further align that with how the hedge funds, money managers, banks, and institutions are positioned in the market. This is all going to help you massively to get an edge. So with that, if you would like to join our community of successful traders, learn the professional research-driven approach to the market, and join our professional mentorship program, there is an opportunity for you to do so. Just make sure you click on the link below today's report in order to make an application to join our professional mentorship program.